Another popular type of loop, and really one of the only other ones that we've got that we actually use, is the do loop. And I'll be honest with you, I don't use it that often, but a lot of people do. So I'm not going to knock it. I'm going to show you how to use the do loop. So very immediately, let's go ahead and create another sub. Actually, I'm going to, I'm running out of space here, comfortably speaking. I'm going to create another module, and we're going to create a sub there. So we're going to call this sub do loop, and let's get started. Basically, it's the same sort of thing. You have a start and you have a finish, and you have content in the middle that happens while you're looping. It's just the format's a little bit different. And you got to be careful with the do loops, because you're not defining the starting point like row 2 and the ending point like row, whatever the last row is. In this case, you're just saying, hey, do this. I want you to do this thing. And then, if you're smart, you will put something that says, hey, if this is something, if this is this way, then stop the loop, because otherwise it's going to loop all the way into the very last row, potentially. So, let's go ahead and start you off on a simple one. We're going to start off with the word do, and then we're going to say the word loop, not lop. And then I'm going to hit tab to make that a little cleaner. So you have do and you have loop, and then you have your instructions right here. So we'll do a message box, and we'll say, let's do a cells, oops. We're going to say x, comma, 1, and we're just going to do a message box of that right before we start our do loop. Let's have x equal to 2. We're just going to define the fact that this is our starting row. So Alt F11. Okay, so let's hit F8 and just see what happens here. So x equals 2, and we're going to say do, and we're going to say message box of cells x, comma, 1, which we see as Geraldo. And then we're going to say x is x plus 1, which will increase the row that we're on. Some people will use active cell dot offset, and then they'll actually, have the active cell offset going down 1, and then they'll click, and then next time it loops, they'll active cell dot offset. And you can do that as well. But anyway, so message box Geraldo, and then x is now going to be x plus 1, which is 3. So as soon as it hits there, it says loop, and it goes up here, and it just keeps on doing your loop commands, and it will do them forever unless you tell it to stop. So let's just hit F8. Do not hit F5 at this point, or your Excel will probably lock up because it has an unlimited amount of commands. So just rushing through here, a few more, 3 more. Here we go. Teresa. So you see that it's still going and giving me blank information on, let's say, it's on row 13 right now. So we need to put some conditions in there. So in the next video, we're going to show you about some of the conditions.